Welcome to the International Women's Day Women in Media panel show. I'm joined here with Molly Kennedy. So Molly, is that the only name that you go by?
Molly's the only name I go by, yeah. I don't have any presenter names or anything like that. I just keep it simple with my own name. The only other name I probably have is my Instagram name, which is Molly1K. But usually people don't really call me that. Sometimes the time they will.
And Molly, how old are you?
I'm 22. I forget that I'm 22 because I literally had my 21st and then we went straight into lockdown. So I feel like my 21st year was just robbed. Like it's supposed to be the best year of your life. And it has literally been taken away from me. But yeah, I'm 22.
I was 22 when we went into lockdown. No, I was 20. Oh my God, I've lost track. I was 20. I'm 24 now. I went into lockdown 23, turned 24. And I'm about to turn 25 in lockdown. So I understand you straight. I understand like your pain.
Yeah, I wonder how old we'll be when we get out of it.
Oh, don't. Let's not think about that. And what role do you do in media then?
So I recently qualified in July as a journalist and presenter at the University of Salford. Woo woo!
I went to the University of Salford as well.
We did the same course.
Congratulations.
Yeah, broadcast journalism. So yeah, I'm a journalist and presenter.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Manchester, born and bred.
Oh, okay, whereabouts in Manchester?
I've always lived here, Stratford specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always lived in Stratford as well. I moved out to Flixton for 2 years when I was about 13 and then moved back.
Okay, and where did you go to school? What did you study?
I went to school in Stratford, shock. And then I went to college in Salford.
Okay, so you did branch out.
Yeah, a little bit. Most people, the usual place where they would go is Loretto in
I've heard about that.
Hume.
Is that a music one?
No.
Oh, no, wait. Was that on one of those naughty like TV shows?
No, it's just for A-levels.
Why have I heard about that?
It's just a really big college. But most of my friends were going there and I've never been the person that kind of wants to do what everybody else is doing. So I went there on my own. I thought, I'll go and do the plus it was the only place that did performing arts. I did performing arts in college. So I researched and everything. I remember going into the careers person at school and they were like, what do you want to do? And then we picked out Salford and from there.
Did you not find that part of school really stressful?
School?
'Cause it was like you was about 14 years old and they're like, right, what do you want to do for the rest of your life?
Yeah, no. To be fair, I've always knew what I was wanted to do, which was good. I just definitely knew I didn't want to do A-levels. So yeah, that's why I chose acting and that's why I went to Pendleton.
Pendleton College?
Yeah.
That's just around the corner from here.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
If you didn't know, guys, here at Unity Radio, we are based at Media City.
In Salford. Woo woo.
And how do you feel like these choices at school have now impacted your career?
Massively. Like, I did so many... With me, like, I'll literally do anything. Like, if anything's going, like, they'd always... Even the teachers would just put me forward straight away because they'd be like, Molly, you'll do it. Like, PE, sports,
He was that one jumping like, me, I'll do it.
Literally, all the other kids, like, hated me. Like, the teacher would be like, oh, yeah, we can do PE today or we can do this. And I'd be like, 10 laps around the field, yeah. And everybody else would be like, no. Like, my friends would be like, no. But, yeah, so... I forgot what you asked me now. Got carried away.
How your like choices at school has like impacted your career now, basically.
Yeah, so I even did things like NCS. Have you heard of NCS? The National Citizen Service.
So we actually run a program here at
of course.
Unity Radio where we work with the NCS kids and run workshops for them.
Yeah, that's so good. I mean, it just sets you up. A lot of the kids cringed when they came in and they did the PowerPoint and they were like, oh, I don't know. But I was all for it.
He was right in there.
And as always. And they said that it would set you up for life. And it really does. Like, I remember when I was in school, one of my teachers, Mr. Mitchell, shout out him, he was my form tutor and he went to university, I think, like 4 times. And he told us to make a portfolio of all the things that we've done. So I was student ambassador as well at school, and I actually went on a project. I
was a naughty kid in school.
Oh, was you?
Wasn't a prefect. I was the chatty one that was always getting told to shut up.
Oh, I was a chatty one, definitely. I was always getting told to shut up. I think I actually had my own table in maths because I was distracting others, so I had to get moved away. But I definitely was like proactive, all for everything. And plus I had my mum behind me like, girl, you better get them grades. And I even went to Romania when I was in school and did a voluntary project there. So we fundraised for the whole year. So I think school really set me up. I love school, basically, to answer your question.
And where has your chosen like form of media? So you're a presenter. Where has it taken you? Who have you worked for?
Yeah, so I only graduated last year and I did have big plans for 2020. I remember screaming.
As we all did, but you know.
Screaming at New Year. I was like, yes, this is going to be the year. And to be fair, like it was, like I got what I wanted. I remember I was here on placement whilst at uni, and then obviously came and got the breakfast show and started the show. So I've really just been working on that at Unity. We've done a few projects. We did recently the Hip Hop Archive project for the month, Hip Hop Month. Yeah. Forgetting the name of the thing that I presented for a whole month, but yeah. And what else have I done? I've done a lot of stuff building my social media and stuff like that as well.
Got a little influence over here, guys.
No, not at all. But I enjoy it. I enjoy social media. I'm really interested in PR. They were my two favourite things in school, PR and social media kind of things, and then also presenting as well. So yeah.
So Molly, what's one fact about you that no one else would know?
Completely random, so random. All my friends know, because you can't not know.
But no one in work.
But no one work-wise, or no one that wouldn't really. Yeah, no. Basically, right.
I'm worried. I'm scared now.
I have an addiction to crunching ice.
Huh?
I promise you. So what? I'll fill up the freezer.
I've got sensitive teeth.
I've got sensitive teeth. So I'll fill up the freezer with all my ice trays, right? And you'll just hear me crunching.
Wait, when you say like all points throughout the day, like any time, there's nothing that like brings it on. You're like, oh, I'm really craving.
No, I don't know what it is. Apparently, it's supposed to be just if you're pregnant, but no, I'm definitely not. And I have it also. I've had this addiction for ages, but my mum and my sister hate it because they're like, Molly and that ice again. They'll hear me opening the freezer, taking it out, crunching it, and my sister can't stand it. If I come in with an ice tray, she'll walk out the room. We've had so many arguments.
So say you sat down to watch a film, everyone's got their snacks, got their sweets.
I've got my ice.
You'll have ice
100%,
cubes.
100,000,000%. It's so random, but yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I think that's like my worst nightmare, just because I've got sensitive teeth. I hate the sound of stuff moving in the freezer.
It's the sound. Even me, like
I can't.
But do you know what? It's not uncommon because two of my best friends have the same thing. We'll all sit there eating ice, but I can't stand the sound of it either. It's such a weird random fact, but that's what it is.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's going through just thinking of it.
Molly, what is your opinion on the progression of women in media?
I think we're definitely progressing, but we've definitely got a long way to go. I think even just watching TV, like you'll watch TV and you'll be like, oh, a black presenter, oh, a mixed race presenter, and it shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, oh, another presenter. And obviously it's great that we're improving and stuff like that, but there's still a long way to go. I was watching something actually on the BBC, and it was kind of like a comedy spin on it. And they were talking about it, and even
I feel like that's how everyone digests any type of information in this day and age. When something's put across in a serious way, people have no interest in it. Yeah. I feel like once someone makes a spin on it, it turns into a comedy piece, then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, that's what that person was trying to explain. That's what they were talking about. Definitely. So you do see a lot more in comedy pieces that you tend to have a lot more, maybe even women of colour, that are put forward because they're doing it in satire instead of coming across straight serious. So that is something that I've seen quite a lot of as well.
Or now sometimes it's even just a numbers thing, like just to get the numbers or just so that they've covered the numbers. Oh, we've got a black presenter, they'll just stick one in there, but it's not really because they want a black presenter on there. It's just so they can say, look, we've covered it. Even recently, Mo the comedian, he's got a lot more shows on Channel 4, but he outed them on Twitter and he said, listen, even you, like, I know I've got a platform and I'm working for you guys at the moment, but even you could do a lot more. And he's like, and he did a documentary on Channel 4 as well. And he was saying he was, as a comedian, he was, there's basically been one every 10 years. So before him, it was Richard Blackwood that had his own show. And before him, was it Lenny Henry? Is he?
Oh, the one that's married to Dawn French.
I think
that is who we're thinking about, isn't it? Yeah. I think it is.
To be honest, that could be completely wrong. But basically, there's like one every like 10 years, a black comedian that has their own show. 10 years, like, it's just not good enough. So I think definitely we've got a long way to go with that.
What do you hope to see then in the next 5 or 10 years?
I hope to see just lots more balance, lots more of it. Just equality. It should be a normal thing. Like, we're in 2020. It shouldn't be
2021.
2021.
God, I said that with so much
chest. I actually said 2020 with so much chest. You know what? This year's just flew. 2020 was a blur.
You think this year's January's felt like it's been 2 years in itself?
Yeah, January has dragged a bit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's 1st of Feb today. Wow, I forgot. Oh my gosh. But yeah, definitely, I would love to see lots more people of colour in the industry. Okay.
And how do you feel that, like, being a woman in this industry, how does that impact you? Have you faced any difficulties with that yet?
Being a woman in this industry, I do think there's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of eyes on you that you wouldn't necessarily think that there would be. Yeah. But automatically, you know, you've got a platform. But difficulties, I would say.
Doesn't have to be a difficulty. It could have been by being a female that it's absolutely been a positive, and you've got a lot more work, because we have to be honest. Sometimes being a woman does come with its positives and its disadvantages.
Definitely. I think the only thing that I've kind of realised this year is, because I think we're the same in that, when sometimes you're presenting, you forget, like, you're speaking to however many people, and you're just like, actually...
having a little chin wag.
You're like, actually, this is going out to however many people. So I've just learned to be a lot more careful and with what I say and stuff, and just also be a lot more... at first I thought, I'm doing a show, that's great. Yeah. I'm going to do a show. But I've kind of changed my show where I want to talk about things that actually impact the world. So, for example, the Marcus Rashford Free School Meals campaign. I talk about a lot of things that actually have meaning rather than just playing music, and I'm really enjoying it. And I didn't think it would be like that. I thought I would just be playing music. So,
what advice would you give to your 14, 15-year-old self?
Just keep going. Don't let anybody tell you can't do anything. And be brave, have confidence in yourself, and just keep pushing. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a tough journey, but you'll get there in the end. Definitely.
Oh, that's lovely.
And just make as many contacts as you can.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Networking is definitely important.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I would give advice I'd give myself.
What about to people that are now, well, not just people, women that are looking to get involved in media in 2021, young women?
As you said before, there's so much out there now. There's literally, with social media as well, there's literally so many opportunities for young people, and you just need to search for it. You just need to keep working hard. And even like here at Unity, we have so many different projects that we run, and Reform Radio as well is another one that runs projects. There's literally so much out there, and just network, make as many contacts as you can, and you'll get there in the end.
Now, speaking of projects, have you got anything in the woodworks? Anything that we're allowed to know about, of course?
I do have a new little business venture coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
But it is top secret for the minute, but you will hear about it very soon. And it will be using a bit of my social media and PR skills as well.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. And where do you see yourself in about 5 years' time?
Definitely still presenting. I want, obviously, my own business flourishing. And hopefully we'll be out of lockdown.
Oh my God, in 5 years. Oh, I hope we are. Well, no, we definitely will be. So we're having another remake of this year.
No, honestly, at this rate, I really don't know. So we'll be out of lockdown and just traveling lots and just getting more and more opportunities.
Okay. And the big question, what does being a woman mean to you?
being a woman means being powerful, being a role model for other women, being like, I just think women just should empower each other and just supporting other women. I think I always talk on my show a lot about manifestation, positivity, and I think if you work together as women, we are such a strong force. Like there's nothing that we can't do. So yeah, women are just so powerful. I love women. I come from a house with me, my sister, and my mum, and just women can do anything. My mum's taught me that from such a young age, being a single parent and just doing everything on her own. She's really my inspiration. So women can do anything.
That's lovely. And now, Molly, your women empowerment song, what is it?
It's got to be Destiny Child, Independent.
I love that. Absolutely. Are you Beyonce?
Beyonce, of course. Of course.
Of course. Sorry.
No,
some people like to be Michelle, you know.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't come here to be Michelle. Beyonce is a queen.
Oh, Molly, it's been lovely having you here today.
Thank you so much, Sheba. I've really enjoyed chatting to you as
well.
You're
welcome. Thank you for joining me today, Molly. You can catch Molly Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 till 10 a.m. on The Breakfast Show. And you can catch her on her socials at Molly1K. And you're about to hear Molly's female empowerment track, Independent Woman by Destiny Child.